Before we begin, this month I will be participating in the charity initiative for Cure Rare Diseases, an excellent charity which seeks to develop gene therapies for rare and very rare diseases. It would mean a lot to me if you would donate. You can find more information in the linked video, which I've pinned in a comment below. Ullmark just had what has to be the worst play of his entire NHL season, and it's not great when that comes in overtime during the Stanley Cup playoffs. After Boston dominated through much of the overtime and really the game, a harmless-looking dump-in goes behind the net. Ullmark goes to retrieve it, he gives it away, it's thrown on net, bounces out front where Kachuk grabs it, finishes it, and moves the series back to Florida 3-2. I don't know if maybe he was cold from not getting action, but ideally you throw it the other way or just let the Bruins D-man take it. He was right there. As I said though, the Bruins were overall a lot hotter that overtime. The goal came right after some sustained pressure in the O-zone. Honestly, I feel like Pastrnak got interfered with here. And just a minute earlier, Pasta also almost sniped one through. It just rolled by the goal, but they don't ask how, only how many. Anyway, this game was marked by the return of Bergeron, but Florida would be the one looking hot. Early on, they would not only kill off a Boston penalty, but break up a couple of really good chances. They'd go back the other way. A broken play would see Duclair knock the puck into the back of the net. Marchand would get one back on the power play when Bobrovsky couldn't quite hold on to his initial shot. The next Panthers goal was also on a weird play. It looks like Foligno probably tipped this one, but the captain would make his return known early in the third as on the power play. He'd get a beautiful tip off a Marchand shot, and one of the only weaknesses for the Bruins in the regular season was their average power play. The playoffs have seen a 10% jump in their efficiency, which is great for them, bad for the rest of the league. The Bruins, however, would follow that goal up with a pretty dumb penalty off the face-off, although, to be honest, this looked like both players getting into a scrum. I'm not really sure how you called this specifically against Boston. I do really like what the Sportsnet commentator said, though. Don't let the referee have a 50-50 chance at making a call against your player. The Bees looked bad on this penalty kill, just like not managing space or position well at all, and this would culminate with Reinhart finding the middle of the ice open and scoring. However, with 10 minutes left, Taylor Hall would find a loose puck, turn around, and snipe it top corner, bringing it to 3-3. I've got to say, Taylor Hall has got to be one of the best third-line wingers in the NHL right now. Going into tonight, he had 7 points, including 4 goals in the Bruins' prior 4 games, and it's kind of funny seeing Taylor Hall score a really important goal tonight and Eberle a couple of nights ago in the Seattle game. There's like some alternate history early 2010s Edmonton Oilers team that's just absolutely unstoppable. But that's my breakdown for the game. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought of the overtime. If I'm the Bruins here, I'm trying to forget this one. Going into overtime, they dominated in the third as well. I thought a couple of weird calls and arguably 1 or 2 missed calls plus some broken plays really derailed this game for them. I think they should be able to take care of things in game 6. But let me know what you think, as said, down below.